So DJI just released their new FPV drone, and I'm gonna challenge myself to try to fly this in a week. Alright, here goes nothing. You see, FPV drones have been around for a pretty long time, and it's all over the internet, right? If you go on Instagram or YouTube, there's all sorts of videos about cinematic FPVs, and you know, all these people like, you know, Johnny FPV, and everyone is flying them like crazy, right? I mean, they're all super talented. FPVs are so different from those normal drones. You really don't know where to start because, you know, you gotta buy all these parts and you gotta find a remote control and all that, and it's been a really frustrating process. But DJI came up with their new system. It's pretty cool. It looks like a PS4, but they came up with a new system to allow creators like me who have zero experience to fly them easily. That's why I decided to challenge myself to learn this in a week and bring this outside and fly it. Whoa, look at that. That's so sick. This is so sick. So I did some research, and the next couple days I'll be using the flight simulator to practice how to fly these on my phone. So I just connected the remote controller with the virtual flight app, and you know, I think I'm gonna practice a little bit. I think you just normally go to the free flight mode and just start flying freestyle here. So yeah, you got this map. It looks like Call of Duty, but yeah, I'm just gonna send it. So I've been practicing for about an hour, and I feel so sick. To be honest, I don't really feel well, and this thing is super hard. I know DJI have made it a lot easier for normal creators to use this, and you know, as a matter of fact, I feel like it is. I did try to fly one of my friend's FPV drone, but it was so hard to take off and, you know, balance it. So compared to that, I feel like it's a lot much easier, but still, it's super difficult. For the next 3 days or 4 days, I'm gonna try to practice at least 2 hours a day. Hopefully get a hang of it and how to turn and all that. So yeah, let's just keep going. So I've been practicing on a simulator on and off for about 3 days, and I'm starting to get a hang of it. I just realized that, you know, after figuring out how to go straight, I'm starting to enjoy it a little bit. Yeah, because I really get sick easily, so for the first 2 days was just absolutely terrible. I just keep getting sick, and you know, I couldn't fly a drone for more than 30 minutes. But now that I'm used to it, I think I can go for like an hour and still be able to, you know, just fly it normally. This whole learning process has been really refreshing, but at the same time really challenging. Normally when it comes to cameras and all that, we're all used to it, so whenever a new technology comes out, you know, we can still figure it out easily. But when it comes to FPV drones, you have to be really dedicated to learn. Once you get into the habit of learning like bits and bits every day, you start to get the hang of it. And so in this DJI Fly app, you have this skill training, free flight, and time trial. For the first day, I did the skills training, and after that, I just kept on doing free flight. That's where you have this really cool like Call of Duty set, and you just fly freestyle basically. And I also learned that if you're gonna fly it indoors, that's gonna be freaking difficult, but outdoors is not gonna be that difficult, especially when you have a lot of space. You won't really crash it unless you try to fly through somewhere really narrow and all that. We have just arrived at the beach. We're about to head over to the Enoshima Island, and we are gonna finally do FPV drone flight. So this coastline has a place where you can have like a really deep dive. So that's where I want to get my you know, banger FPV shot, and hopefully I don't break it. But I'm just super excited because the lighting is perfect. So let's just go send it. So I guess the goal for this trip is to get one banger shot of the drone diving down along the coastline. That's the shot I want to get. After practicing for a week, I feel like if you can fly the FPV drone in, you know, a relatively open landscape, you will definitely not crash it. I just hope I just get the drone back in one piece, and hopefully we can get some really sick footage. Alright, here goes nothing. Fail. Epic fail. I mean, I didn't crash the drone, it came back safe and sound, but the shot we got was terrible. So there were a couple problems that I ran into while flying this drone. The first thing was it didn't activate the manual mode. I was operating my drone like I would in a virtual simulator, but it would never change to manual mode. So I was on my phone watching YouTube tutorial videos, and I found out that you had to go to control settings to switch the sports mode to manual mode. It took me a while to figure that out. The second problem that I ran into was that I couldn't tilt the drone below 0 degrees, so below horizon level. That was because in the default settings of this drone, there's this thing called altitude limit, which is like a safety mode where it wouldn't let the drone tilt below 0 degrees because that's gonna really accelerate your drone. So yeah, that safety mode was on, and I didn't know how to put that out for 10 minutes. So yeah, then as soon as I figured everything out and I was ready to fully send it, I only had like 20% of battery life, and so yeah, it was a fail. I couldn't get the shot I wanted, so we're back in the hotel and I'm charging the drone again, and we're gonna go back there and send it one last time. I'm so mad I couldn't get the shot on the first try, but shit happens. But yeah, anyways, I got my Red Bull in and I've got everything set up right now. Hopefully next time we can get the shot. There's no way I'm gonna go home with a crappy shot, so yeah, let's make it this time. So we went the other way around where there are 0 tourists and it's pretty quiet here. So we're gonna fly the FPV drone. Everything is set, everything's on manual mode. No restrictions. I hope we get a decent shot here. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I'm not gonna go home without a single great shot. So yeah, let's send it. Let's go. My hands are really shaking right now, if you can tell. It's really shaking. Maybe it's because I chugged the Red Bull beforehand, but still the adrenaline rush you get from these FPV drones are crazy. It's really fun. It really is like playing video games, but a lot scarier, because in real life, if you hit someone, it's gonna be super bad. So we did it. We managed to get the shot. I think I got 2 or 3 really decent shots that I'm really happy with. I have to say, learning the FPV drone in a week has been a really enjoyable process. The first 2 or 3 days were a little bit stressful because I was getting really sick with the simulator, but I'm really satisfied on the footage I got on my first day in the real world. And I have to say, this drone is just magic, right? Whenever I lose signal, this thing will hover by itself and return home automatically, which is super amazing. And landing this drone and taking off is super easy. For taking off, you just have to fly up, which is super simple. But landing is really difficult when it comes to FPV drones. But with the DJI one, as soon as you go down, you just have to switch it to normal mode, which the operation is going to be the same as a regular drone. You just have to navigate the drone on a flat surface and just pull down, and then automatically the drone will come down and everything's super good. Again, I am super satisfied with the shot I got. And I never thought that I would be able to learn how to fly an FPV in a week. I have to say, even with a person like me who has 0 experiences, this drone will easily help you become an FPV pilot. And the more you practice, the more you can get really acrobatic shots. And I'm really excited to keep learning. So yeah, I'm really excited to just keep bringing this drone to all my trips. And I think I'll be continue learning how to fly this thing.